season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Jets at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Rodgers now on 1st down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Over the middle, it's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown! Randall Cobb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. You talk about this Jets defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 yards to go, second down. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So,
touchdown, Jets! C.J. Uzomah from 10 yards out. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
First down, Philadelphia.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple tackle, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Finding space at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Hall on to give up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And a check down, complete to Hall. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
The score, Jets 21, Eagles 0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Hey, let's go.
They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Swift going to try up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, but they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Well, more problems defensively. The face mask adds 15 yards.
And this has really been an undisciplined team. We've seen them make a lot of mistakes similar to this. It's a big reason why they're down so big on the scoreboard.
And meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run with Hall. There he goes, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
26.
Rodgers now on first down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
But first down, Hurts.
Smith catches left side. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things had not been going their way. But they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
In motion right is Brown.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Albert O, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
88.
That's good.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man. That wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Second and 10.
Now Rodgers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now. When you're throwing it to the fullback, just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He's just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing is Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Hey, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Hey, 73.
Back to the running game with Swift.
Fights him off. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert from 10 yards out.
And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Jets 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw, Rodgers. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
To throw is Rodgers.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's complete to Kyle. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now Rodgers.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right.
This ball intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.